Hey guys, Coach Steven here. Going to do a quick review of Tuesday night 6 p.m. class, and then this will also be the first of a three-part series on holding focus mitts for your partner. So first thing is how to hold the mitts. What we want to do when we're working with a partner is keep the mitts nice and closed or close to our chest like this. That way when I do hold for a punch, the boxer sees it and can respond quickly. So we want to avoid moving around like this because it's really confusing to your partner because of when and where to strike. So keep the mitts nice and closed and only hold when you want them to strike. The second part is to avoid injury to yourself, try and keep your elbows in when you're holding. You want to avoid this kind of a posture because what happens is it's really hard on your shoulders if you get a heavy puncher, and holding your arm out too far puts all that stress on your shoulders. So keep your elbows in nice and tight and hold from here, okay? Next thing is, when you're holding, especially with a heavy puncher, you want to meet the punch with a little bit of resistance, okay? So what I mean by that is, if I'm holding for, say, a straight right and he's got a heavy puncher, I want to hit back with a little bit of pressure as well. Now we say resist, don't reach for the punch. So two things you can do wrong. One is people start swatting at the punches too much, and then what can happen is the glove can glance off at a weird angle and you can end up hurting your partner's wrist. So don't reach and swat for the punch, just give a little bit of resistance, a little pop. Almost like you're mirroring what they're doing. If they're throwing a right, I'm going to respond with a little bit of a right. I like to use my hips and my shoulders to just give a little bit of a feedback with the punch. The other one is being too loose and not resisting the punch. So then ends up you take all of the brunt of that impact and it kind of pushes your arms around. It can end up hurting your shoulder that way as well. So a little bit of resistance, a little bit of a pop back when you're punching. And then the third piece is to try and stay moving and try and stay fluid with your movements. We think of the pad holder as leading the dance. So for example, I keep my gloves nice and close to my chest. I'm moving around. If I move forward with my footwork, boxer moves away from me. If I move back, they follow, and vice versa. So I get to lead the dance, and the boxer's goal is going to be to stay within what we call critical distance, so that if I pop up for a hold, they're able to respond immediately with that strike without having to move and close too much ground. So those are three things to just kind of keep in mind when you're just starting. Again, this is the first of a three-part series. We'll get a little bit more in depth as we go, but remember to keep the gloves nice and close to your chest when we're moving. Only hold when you want to see the response from your boxer. A 1-2, a hook straight, things like that. Uppercuts, nice and level with the chin. Hook, nice 90-degree shot so they can hit a good surface there and not glance off. And then make sure you're moving around and making the boxer respond to you like you're leading the dance. And then only hold and flash when you want them to strike. Okay? Just a few tips. We're going to expand on this a little bit, and then Coach Daniel and I will put together another video, go through some a little bit more advanced pad holding techniques, and also work through the Tie 1-2. Thanks guys, we'll see you in class.